Hello there, morning everybody. How are you today? Bit wet over here, I have to say. Hi Claire, how's Domino? Anne, Shelley, Leanna, hello Sue, and morning Rita, nice and early in upstate New York. Hello Pam and Sheila and Saloma. Helen, Caroline. 5:58 a.m. in New York. Hi Angela and Jill, hello to you. Now I'm going to make, I am using and abusing you in this live because I've got my shows on Crate and Craft tomorrow morning, and I've only made 2 samples from the cushion covers, so I'm going to make another cushion because I won't have time to do all 4 before the show. So I thought I'd do it this morning with you. And hi Sheila, and I might make up a little purse with the spare bits as well. I'll show you those in a second. Hello Nana Knits a Lot. Tina, what's it like in Florida at the moment? Tyler's just got back from Mexico. Very hot, very nice over there. Got back this morning. Hello Ruth. And Laura, Sandra, Jackie with a K and Jackie with a CQ. Janek, hello. That's Jane. Hello. Oh yeah, what's Clee Janek? Jane K. Sorry, I just call you Jane. Susan, hi Chris. Right, so these are the panels. Now, we've put them on pre-order on the website. Hopefully, we will have some by the 12th. But if you wanted to order now and make sure you get yours, we can do it. We're not going to have a lot of stock of these, but these are live on the Create and Craft website at the moment. They will be the same price on our website as they are on Create and Craft because that's just what we have to do. But they've got all of the stock at the moment. So the show is at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. They're $23.99 and they come with instructions to make both the bag and the cushion. If you're going to make the bag, you'll need your own lining fabric for that one. And your choices are either the robin, they're called Wrapped Up Warm. The check is the envelope back, and there is enough to make a bow on the back as well. And all of those little robins and the squares at the bottom are all spare. So no instruction as to what to do with those, but you can make cubes or pin cushions or use them as applique. They're all designed and made in the UK, and I just think they're really cute, and I think it's quite nice to have something that's wintry. Wintry, not necessarily Christmassy. So that one is the robin. Again, if you go to the Create and Craft website now, they are all on there and you can buy them, and I know you have been doing, particularly the fox one, which is this one. So they're all the same size, all the same deal, all got the same backing fabric. So if you wanted to go for a set, then they do match perfectly. But again, they will be the same price on Create and Craft. So if you're a Create and Craft Club member, remember you'll get your 10% discount, just like if you're a Half Yard Club member, you'll get your 10% discount on our website too. But we will have to get more of these printed, so it will be a few days before we get them on the website. So if you're okay to wait till the end of next week, then that should be fine. Hello Susan, Amanda and Julie, and Mary. Biz loves a fox. That's the owl. Look at those eyes, the little toes. And again, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of the little squares across the bottom as well. Oh, Shelley's on a ban. Have you banned yourself, or have you been banned? If you banned yourself, that's fine, but if you've been banned, then I would take umbrage and unban myself and just do what I want personally. Christine, hello, and oh, morning Sarah. Oh, hi Dawn and Lynn. Leanna likes the owl, and then finally the badger. I have to say, Badger's my favourite. I love his boots. Look, he's got little boots with berries on the front, or they fly. He's got a Santa. Is that Santa? I don't know. Is that a Santa? It looks like he's got a little Santa hanging off his jacket. It might not be. And then berries on his boots, look. I think he's really sweet. He looks like he's going to have a chuckle. Looks like that to me. So those are they. So again, just gone on the website on pre-order. We'll get them as soon as we can. But we haven't commissioned the printers yet for ours. So if you want to get it quicker, then order on Create and Craft. And they are on there right now, even though the show's not till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, Amanda's got a broken ankle. Oh no. Oh, hubby bander. Well, ban him from something as well then. It works two way. What are you going to ban him from? What's his little thing that you could ban him from? Oh, I just noticed some more samples down there. So I've been gathering samples ready for my shows tomorrow. Christian says badger's cute. I think so. Morning, Margaret. Wet, 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 knew it. Wet, wet, wet here too. My big brave dog did eventually go out and have a wee about 10 minutes ago, considering we're up at 7. She got wet and everything. Hello, Deborah and Teresa. William Morris first secret. Oh, make a lovely swishy poncho. That would look lovely, Anne. We do have, I don't know if we put it back in stock, but we've got more of the William Morris faux silk to go on as well. Hi, Jewel. Debbie's just got a coffee. Lovely. Now then, these ones, the huge panels, we had one left on the website this morning from our pre-orders. So at the moment, unless that one's gone now, they're only available on Create and Craft. So I've been trying to take back some of their stock, but it hasn't quite worked at the moment. So for now, we don't have any stock, I don't think, unless there's that one left that was on the website this morning. Same price on Create and Craft, they're £29.99. But I've got a feeling they're going to go. So I was thinking, because I was going to say go on the waiting list, but we can't get any more of these. We can't just have these reprinted. They were made from a different company. So this is it. If you have any more reprinted, it'll take about 4 months. So don't go on a waiting list at the moment. You're going to be quicker to order from Create and Craft. If I can get some back, I shall let you know. Anyway, that's it. It's massive. And this panel, you might recognise the fabric. It's Birds and Bobbins, which is one of my most popular ones. And that complete panel will make a sewing machine dust cover with pockets on the front, and the storage box, and a Biscornu pin cushion, and a square pin cushion, and a small zip pouch, and a large zip pouch, and a sewing machine mat, complete. So all you need is your wadding, because it also comes with a huge piece of lining fabric, which is this. So that's from, so it's not a plain one, we've got a printed lining fabric with it. So you get all of that and your instructions to make everything. And what I've done with these ones, I've quilted around the edge. So it looks like that's been pieced together, but it's not. That's the print, and I've just quilted around it. So I think that's a really lovely design. And it is the same design as the journal. So if you're coordinating your sewing room, or you're giving gifts and you want everything to match, then it's that's that one, look. And there's some other bits from the same. See, that's another one, that's that one. So it's all taken from the same fabric range, so it matches perfectly. That's going to be on Create and Craft tomorrow as well. I think they've done a bit of a deal on it. But have a look on the website, they're on there right now. So that's that one. And after I was after I was making the samples up for the instructions a few weeks ago, I didn't realise that you can make all of those things that I've just shown you. And I've got 2 little squares left over, so you could make 2 zip pouches, or you could make 2 of the smaller pin cushions, or use them for a applique. You make what you want with it, it's your fabric. You do what you like. But again, if I can get some back from Create and Craft, I will do, but at the moment they've got the lot, and that's going to be at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on Create and Craft. There. So I think that's all I've got to show you. Oh right, yes, and yeah, and if no, oh okay, right. Oh, I haven't got those. Kim's put some new fabrics on the website, and I haven't got the samples with me here, but there is a new range of her strawberry picking fabric that's gone on there as well. So very similar prints, not organic, this one. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, Maggie says the journal's on her Christmas present list. Well, I hope Santa's kind. There we go. So if we go to new arrivals, I'll just refresh that. Those are the new batiks. And if you scroll down, these are the new strawberry pickings. So they're still the same colours, it's still the same range, but they're new additions to that collection. Slightly different fabric. Again, these aren't organic like the other ones were, but you've got the same kind of prints with those as well. That's quite exciting. Not had that happen before. We do have the piping cord and green piping cord by the metre now. That's new. There you go. It's gone. Somebody's had the last one. And then those are the new batiks. Oh, I did that again, didn't I? Do that a lot. I really shouldn't do that. Looks like the beginning of Doctor Who want to do that. But these, that's my cushion that I'm making. I'll get on with that in a second. These are the new batiks. These are lovely. So we've got a few of them. And the beauty, look at the mess. Look at the mess in here. The beauty of these is there's no right and wrong side. I can't remember the story. They're printed with wax somehow, so the colours go all the way through. And oh, well done, Irene. Oh, you won't wait till Christmas. So let me just have a look what they're called, because I can't remember offhand, and you've got to get it right, haven't you? So this one is multi tie-dye green, pink, yellow, and then this one is black tie-dye. Pretty, aren't they? Love these designs. And then we've got a purple tie-dye. They're £6 for half a metre. This one is a little unusual. This is the Vintage Flowers yellow. Again, they're all batiks. And then finally is the Vintage Flowers brown. I know you shouldn't, but that's my favourite one. I do think it's different. It doesn't shout batik. I think these are very obviously batiks. You know, you recognise them, you recognise the prints and the colours and all that kind of thing. And I like the smaller print on those as well, so if you're making smaller projects you're not going to lose the design. But then I think when we come on to these kind of styles, it's a little bit unusual. I don't think we see too many of those kind of styles in this type of fabric. So yeah, I think they are beautiful. So that is what is that's what's new at the moment on the website and on Create and Craft. I've got two shows tomorrow. One's at 8 o'clock with all the fabrics and panels, and the next one will be at 12 o'clock. And that's fabrics, so they've got offers on bundles of my Christmas fabric and the country walk fabrics, and a whole load of books as well, and they have got some really good deals on books too, so that'd be quite nice. So I've got Martin at 8 o'clock in the morning, I've got Dan at 12 o'clock, so nice day tomorrow. John Loudon batiks, I don't know. No, I don't think they are. I don't know. Sorry, Jackie, I don't know where she got them from. Yeah, the yellow one's really unusual, isn't it? Irene, when I put the bag together, so Susie's making a bag at the moment, and I need to put the other bag. So you're not going to miss out, don't worry. We've got plenty of fabric for both of them. But I think when I show you what the bags look like, you'll be able to make a better decision about which one you're going to go for. That's our bag making workshop on the 28th of January with Susie Duncan. We've got 2 places left, so if you're interested, have a look on the website under events. And we haven't actually got the bag made up to show you because we only decided to do it last week, and everything's selling out very quickly. But it will be a quilt as you go tote bag with a flying geese design on the front, and you'll have a choice of 1 of 2 sets of Liberty fabric. So if you have a look on the website, if you're interested, it's £65 for the day. Bring your own lunch. Everything else provided. Oh, you'll need a sewing kit and you need your sewing machine, so everything else isn't provided at all. I do have some sewing machines, but they're available to rent because I need to look after them, and they'll be £5 on the day, but I haven't got enough for everybody, so if you can bring your own sewing machine would be good. Yes, Alana, we will do another workshop with Tilly. We're going to get our diaries together in the new year and plan things out for the rest of the year. The Quilt As You Go be launched. What Quilt As You Go, Bernadette? I don't know which Quilt As You Go you mean, because I haven't got any Quilt As You Go's planned apart from the Susie Duncan bag making class. Let me know what you mean. Tidy my granddaughter's bedroom. Oh, nice. Got my granddaughter over. I've got Vienna over today. Hello, Carla in Ontario. Right, let's make a start on this. Prepping my show for tomorrow, so purely taking advantage of you. Move closer to Fleet. Oh yes, we can just up and move everything to Fleetwood, Andrea. Would you be getting some more mustard teddy fleece? Yes, we will. It's on order, Anna, and I've asked for it to be here as soon as possible. So within the next couple of days, that should be here. Any more? Oh yes, Laura. We are getting more teddy fleece. It is on order. So hopefully Monday. Hopefully Monday. I did say ASAP. Thanks, Alan. Right. So I've cut these out. I'm doing the owl one. And then I might make a badger purse, depends how much time we've got after. So I've cut out the main panel. I've put fleece on the wrong side, and I've used 505 spray to stick it on because this is the polyester sewing one. Oh, Erin, have a lovely birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday to Erin for Tuesday. Have a lovely day. So I've already done that. I'm going to quilt that. And then for the back, I've cut 2 strips of fabric from the backing fabric, which measure 1.5 inches by the length. That's going to be the bow that goes on the back. And then the rest I was supposed to cut in half, but I didn't get my measurements quite right, so they're almost cut in half. So let's quilt this first bit. So it's quite quick. And I'll just find my pen. There we go. So not my drawings this time, Carla. Wish it was. Shall we do 60 degrees? Let's do 60 degrees in that direction. Just to show that you can. So I'm using a heat erasable pen. I have to double check that it's not a biro because I did that on a Christmas stocking. It's got red lines down the back because my biro looked exactly the same as my friction pen. Lesson learnt. Okay. Is the nice top from a while ago on your website? I fancy making that. That would look nice. That poncho top. Rosemary. Lindy, you spray it on the wadding. With 505, spray it on the wadding, not the fabric, and spray it from around about 12 inches if you've got the room away. And the reason being, if you get too close to the fabric, so if you're only spraying it about 6 inches, so if you're kind of doing that, it can splodge. And if it splodges on your fabric, it could stain it. So that's why we say to put it on the wadding. So a nice even spray from a good distance in a well-ventilated room and away from your sewing machine is the idea. So I've done my diagonal lines in one direction, then I'm going to do 60-degree diagonal lines in the opposite direction. So I should get a diamond shape as opposed to the square shape that I did with the other cushion behind me. And they were 2-inch squares at a 45-degree angle. 24 Seaside Quilt Preview. Was I going to show you that today? Was I? I forgot. Forgot Biz. Maybe if Gary's listening, which he probably isn't because he's got Vienna. But maybe if he's listening, he wouldn't mind coming down in this dreadful weather, hun, and bringing down the Seaside Quilt. I'll mention it again in a bit, just in case he's not. I don't think he's watching. Did I? Forgot, Biz. See, this is what happens when I don't write things down. Forgot. I'll text him. Probably won't pick that up either. To Gary, could you bring down the Seaside Quilt, please? We'll see. Sorry about that. Just forgot completely about that one. We should be getting the kits in next week as well. Is it under Daisy Lane? Yes, if you're going on Create and Craft, the shows are called Debbie Shaw Daisy Lane. Daisy Lane is a company that Kim and myself run together, and we supply Create and Craft predominantly. But that's the company that our not doing a buttonhole. That our panels are made for. Right, so I'm just going to sew over these lines. So if you want to go and put the kettle on now, would be a good time. Let's make the stitch a bit longer. We'll go up to, say, 2.8 on this one. And away we go. See, this is where I should have brought my straight stitch machine down, because it's so quick. Sewing lines like this. Whoops, missed a bit there. Pre-ordered the sewing panel. Yes, a lot. We have them. We do have the sewing panels in. They're all here. It's just a case of when we've got time to post them out. So hopefully they'll start going out on Monday. Create and Craft get the exclusive, but only for a day. Only for a day. So they get the launch basically. But yeah, they are all here. Don't have to wait for those. But that's why we put them on pre-order, because we're not allowed to send them out before Create and Craft has launched it. Andrew, on the back I've put some sew-in fleece. It's Valiseline fleece. It's lovely. It's my new favourite fleece. It's a little bit thicker than 404. 404? What are we talking about? 404? 640. Bit thicker than that, but it's softer. But it's not fusible, so if you want to make it fusible, then you're going to have to use a repositionable spray like your 505. Isn't it annoying when you're sewing along and nothing's happening because your needles come unthreaded? Isn't that annoying? So I don't have one of those really fancy sewing machines that tells you. Oh, we had snow last week, Monica, like overnight, here anyway, where I am. Last Saturday night, it was rather odd. Didn't see it snow at all, just woke up in the morning and there it was, about 2 inches thick. But we're just wet now. Claire's got a straight stitch machine. They are so quick. So quick. Right, got as far as that before we broke thread. Yes, Andrea, I know when your bobbin thread finishes, because even though you've got a clear window on top feeding sewing machines, you still can't see it when your fabric's over the top of it, can you? The firm fleece, we haven't got any on order at the moment, Alana. Not sure, I'll have to look into that one. So Sarah's just put a link on Facebook for the fleece. It's Valiseline High Loft Volume Fleece. If you go to, I'll show you, onto said website, are we still under new arrivals for that one? If you go back up to here and put in, or in fact, if you go to Books and Haberdasheries Everything, then go to Wadding and Interfacing. Oh no, it's not that one. It's this one. All right, that one. I shall show you that on Wednesday. We should have some back in stock, because I want to show you the difference. But this is the one that I'm using. I love it. It's my new favourite thing, and it's a bit cheaper than the other ones as well. Where have I got to? There, right. Have you got a discount on Creating? No, I'm afraid. Yeah, you're right, Alana. Half Yard Club, my website, and Create and Craft aren't connected. So no, I'm afraid you don't get a Half Yard Club discount with Create and Craft. It's a completely different company. They do have their own club. They've got their Create and Craft club. I don't know the details of it. I think it's £10 a year or something. I don't know. But if you have a look on their website, if you do want to join a club, then have a look on Create and Craft. Oh, Pamela's had a word with the builders. Got a serious hat on there. The feeling I'm going over lines twice. Don't you love a bit of quilting though? I don't do a lot, but I do like a little bit of a crosshatch going on. I just think it makes things look a little bit expensive and maybe a little bit more polished. No problem, Trevor. No, I've been asking. Worth a go. My fabric's a bit damp. He hasn't got that. I'm just going to phone my husband because he's obviously not picking up his messages and he's not watching because he's got granddaughter there. So I'll see if he'll listen to his phone. Not been on the phone while I've been sewing before. Now that's multitasking, isn't it? Talking to you, talking to him, and sewing at the same time. No, not answering the phone either. The texture. Yes, I think so, Biz. It is the texture. It just makes everything look a little bit more plush. And certainly if you're making things to sell or to give away, then I think it's worth the time, isn't it? It makes things look a little bit more expensive. I'm a little bit impatient where quilting's concerned. Oh, thank you very much, Anne-Marie. Brilliant multitasking. Didn't work though. No, he hasn't got his feet up with a cup of tea. He's got a 6-year-old granddaughter. So they've decorated the tree. I don't know what they're doing at the moment. We've done a little bit of slipper modelling this morning. Your next project for the Half Yard Club is slippers, so we've been modelling them, me and our kid. Just our feet. Oh, thank you, V. Oh, Laura's going to do a quillo with the fabric for the pattern from Half Yard Club. That'll be nice. Have we done? Yeah, we've done. We've done. So I'm just going to plug my iron in. Oh, I do need to get. Sorry, you're going to see the top of my head because I haven't got a plug socket up here anymore. It's right down there on the floor for some reason. So just just entertain yourselves for a second while I do. That's not going to work. There. Right down under the table on the floor. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Mary. Mary's just had a fabric delivery. Lovely. Wait for the iron to heat up and we'll just take those marks away. Meanwhile, with the 2 pieces that are going on the back, I'm going to fold the end of one side over twice by about 1/4 inch or so. It doesn't have to be exact, just to make a nice neat hem. So this isn't a cushion that's lined. And it is actually a rather quick cushion. You will need extra fabric obviously if you're going to line it. So just keep folding. Nice sewn around the vertical. That would be nice, Alana. Right. And then we'll do the same on the opposite side. Again, these should be the same size, but I don't really think it matters too much. Hello, Christine in Australia. You'll be in the evening over there, will you? Oh, Raina's had 2 fabric deliveries this week. Okay, so just keep folding. My fabric's actually slightly damp. Gary brought everything down for me this morning. I think he might have got a little bit wet. Rainy in Ayrshire, says Debbie. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. We'll have to try and get hold of some more of those, won't we? Right, let's do a bit of pressing. 10:30 p.m. in Australia. Could you cut, but avoid going over the eyes? Yeah, I should have done that, shouldn't I? I did think about that with the ones that I've done here. I did deliberately avoid the eyes, but I forgot this time. So straight across his eyes on this one. Should have thought about that. Getting Christmas decorations from the loft. Oh, really? It's robin fabric. That was a while ago, Dawn. Better get that used. Right, so I'm just taking away the red lines. Sweet, isn't it? And I've just used like a pale grey thread on this one rather than a stark white. Oh, I need to do that one again. I think that must be where my thread ran out. You can never really tell until the lines have gone, can you? Right, I think that's it. I think that will do. So I just need to sew back over that line again. Then I'll just double check from the back. You can normally tell from the back if you've missed anything, can't you? Right, and then, oh, I should have left that out. While I've got the iron out here, I'm going to make these straps to go on the back as well. And then we'll start putting it all together. So I'm going to fold the ends under. Because you will see both ends of this. Don't have to do this. I just thought there's enough fabric, so it might be just a nice thing to do. Make it a little bit different. You know, there's only so much you can do with a cushion cover, so I just thought we'd have a bow at the back of this one. So fold that in half to crease the centre mark. Do the same with this one. So fold the end over. Hello, Belinda in South Africa. What time is it over there? And fold that one over. I'm putting a bow on the back, Andrea, just to fasten it over. I know it's an envelope back, but it's going to have a little bow on the back as well, because I just thought it was a nice little thing to do. All right, and then this goes to the centre. So I'm just making a slim cord, basically. Could use ribbon, and that goes to the centre. And then we'll fold it in half and press it, and then just only need to sew down one side. And then fold in half again. Hello, Belinda. Don't always watch back. There's a basket. Claire, I think the basket's oh, how long is it? 15 minutes or something? She keeps putting things in the basket, then getting distracted, and then the basket gets emptied. We can't. That's the way the website's set up. We can't really do much about that, I'm afraid. Just sewing panel from Quilt and Craft. I need a trailer. So Quilt and Craft, who do they use to go to France, Julie? Is that? I'm sure they use every. And oh, hello, Diane. And fold that one over there. And then we'll sew them. Right. Ooh. I don't know if that was a fly or a bit of fluff. Haven't caught alive in a while. Oh, hello. Well, welcome back again, Christine. Just going to sew down one side of this. So right down to the end. And a snip. And then the same on the other side. And there we go. I think I need to change my needle, that's getting a little bit noisy. That's that one. Hi Hannah J. So we'll put those to one side for a moment while we put this together. So I've just got a bit of extra fluff there. So bottom one on first. It is quite deep. So they should have been cut in half, but I don't know what went wrong there, but it's fine. I think I'll have that as the bottom one. The measurements are all on the instructions for these, by the way, so don't worry about taking too much notice of exactly what's going on here. And then we'll hold that in place with a few pins, particularly where it overlaps. I forget about it, Andrew, to be honest. I know you should do it every 8 hours of sewing, but I don't count that much. So I tend to realise, like just now, when the sound of the needle changes. Have you heard that? It changes when it goes a little bit blunt. So that's when I normally change it. Do you know, I don't ever remember my mother changing a needle. I'm sure she just carried on until it was completely flat at the end. Hello, Barbara. What size is the ironing mat? It's an A3. But I made this one. We've got A4 and A3 on the website if you wanted to buy one, but that's one that I made, which is, I think, oh gosh, it's a few years old now. It's on Facebook and YouTube. But I can't remember, it was January the 2nd, but I can't remember what year. But we do have them, I say, that you can buy on the website if you didn't want to make one. Do they not do international shipping? Outrageous. They'll lose some custom there then, won't they? Right. So plenty of pins to hold that in place. And then also around the edge. Paying particular attention to the to where these overlap. Whoops, where these overlap, because that's where the stress will be when you're putting the cushion cover in. So just on the overlap bits, I just like to reverse back a few stitches, and then we'll go all the way around. I'm just lengthening the stitch a little bit because when you've got thicker fabrics, or if you're using fleeces and things, it tends to cause a bit of friction underneath the foot, and it can slow the machine down, so therefore the stitches get a little bit shorter. And I'm using about 1/2 inch seam allowance around the edge, or the edge of my foot. So again, oh, I missed that bit. There's the overlap. And oh, Leslie thinks it was 2020. It was a while ago, wasn't it? I made that. Thank you. Thanks for looking that up. Oh, Christine, if they took any notice of me, that would be the day. Okay, almost there. And then back down this side, just take the pins out so I don't hit it. And make sure all these pins are out as well. And then I'll snip off the corners and turn it the right side out. I don't know, Elsie, at the moment, all of the stock that we put on pre-order is everything that I have. We're not having it reprinted. It wasn't printed in this country, and it'll take about 4 months if we do have it reprinted. So it's not like with these panels that we can get them in next week. And we have to order hundreds of them, literally. If I can get any back from Create and Craft after the show tomorrow, anything they don't sell, I will take straight back and put on the website. But I can't guarantee that they won't sell out. So I don't want to promise you that I can get them back on the website at the moment. So keep looking. If I can get in touch with somebody at Create and Craft today and say, give me some stock back, then that might work. But at the moment, I don't know who's there. But I'll try. But the best thing to do would be to order. So I'm looking for something like that, to order from Create and Craft until I can sort something out, if that's right. Sorry about that. We kept back a few hundred to put on the pre-order, and they've just gone. So I wasn't quite expecting that. So I need to juggle stuff around. Right, so I'm just pushing out the corners. That will need another press. Okay. Looking rather cute. So that's the front, and there's the back. And then I'm going to put the bows on. So, I mean, if you're not going to see the back of the cushion, then don't bother. But I just thought, you know, particularly if you're giving this as a gift, it's just something nice, a little bit different. Just chop off all my ends. Okay, then we need to find the centre point. And they are on there now, Elsie. They are on the website now, so you can order now on the Create and Craft website. You can wait till the show tomorrow morning. Hopefully they'll have some left. I do hope they'll have some left. They've had hundreds of them. But you can order now just to make sure you get it if you really want to. So that is 15. So let's go 7.5. I can't remember exactly where I put these on the instructions, but I think that looks about right. So let's do 7.5 there. So that's about 2.5 inches. That's not the same, is it? 7.5, Deborah, not 8. So they line up like that. About 2.5 inches from the edge. I'll take that one off so I don't sew the wrong one. And then that is going to go facing down there. And I'm sewing these on last rather than as I'm making it up, just so that I know I've got them in exactly the right position. And that one's going to go there. And I'm just going to sew those, obviously not through the whole cushion cover. No, it's not a flannel. I've used a polyester fleece on the back, Alana. And let's push that under there. Now this is going to make a noise. I'll just go over that a few times. Pin out. And the same on this side. So with these panels, if they sell out, we can get more of these. These are printed in the UK, so we should hopefully be able to get some more by the end of the week. And if you're pre-ordering on the Debbie Shaw Sewing website, it's going to be towards the end of the week before we can get them out, because we haven't actually, all of the panels that we have are for Create and Craft, so we don't have any for the website at the moment, so that's why they're on pre-order, so that will be a few days, but the same price. So that's that, and then we fold those up, fold that down, that makes it neat, and then that can tie in a bow. But you checked on Create and Craft, Elsie? We'll have a look in a minute. So then you can have a fiddle around with that and arrange it so that it's a nice bow. And the ends are all nice and even and all that kind of thing. That's not the best bow, is it? Let me show you the back of the one with the cushion cover in it. It's like that. Oh, that's a bit wider actually, isn't it? Made that a bit wider. That looks better. But yeah, it's just something Makes it a little bit different. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that again so it looks nice. Just sort of, oh yeah. Oh, this fabric. Oh, I thought. Oh, yes. No, Laura. It's right. No, it's the same fabric as the front. It's all part of the same panel. Thank you. Sorry, misunderstood that. Check whether I managed to like a pack short cushion cover with the little squares. I hadn't thought about that, Andrea. I don't see why. That's better. I don't see why not. That's a better bow. Right, we'll have a cushion in that, and that will be on telly tomorrow. Yeah, it just makes it a bit different, doesn't it? And actually, with envelope backs, they can gape sometimes as well. Have you found that, Dawn? They can kind of, particularly if you've got a nice fat cushion in there, they can kind of open up. Thank you, Biz. Trevor's just purchased birds and bobbins on Create and Craft. Well, if you go to, thank you. It's always a bit nerve-wracking when you put a lot of investment into something like that, and that was a lot of investment. Okay, let's get Create and Craft website up and we'll have a look where we're going. So bear with me a sec. Create and Craft, and here we go. It'd help if I showed you what I was doing, wouldn't it? So that's their home page. So if you go to TV, whoops, and then Guide, and then you've got Saturday here, so that's what's on now. Go to tomorrow, and then 8 o'clock, Daisy Lane with Debbie Shaw, in this show, and there they all are. So there's the badger, the fox, the robin, and the owl, and then that is the big kit. We've also got the corner creators on there, and the boxers, and that's everything that's in the show basically. You can have a good old scroll through and see what else is there. I've got my books on there and everything, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was on there. That's not mine. But yeah, so that's where you go. These look a little bit brighter than they are. They're more of a rust colour than the bright red that's on the picture, but you've seen that now anyway. So for instance, if you want to go to the fox, add to basket, and then you've got that for 20 minutes, and then you can just check out, and they should be on their way to you unless it's extended delivery. Did you get my message?
I don't know what quote you mean.
It's the seaside one, the new one.
Right.
Thank you. It's going to bring the quilt down. It's going to bring the quilt down. I'm going to be in trouble now with Search Press for showing you early. Oh yeah, they should be going out Tuesday, Wednesday next week, so within a couple of days. Right, while I'm here, I'm going to make up a little purse using that, purely because I need lots of stuff to decorate the set tomorrow. So this time I've cut out a couple of badgers, and I thought that matched quite well. It's a bit of Liberty fabric that I had left over. And I'm not going to put any, or shall I? Shall I? I wasn't going to put any wadding on this one. I think, no, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it nice and lightweight because it's quite a small one anyway. So really quick on this one. And, oh, I'd love to go to Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, Christina. What a lovely day. Hopefully it's not raining down there. So zip facing down. This is ever so quick and ever so easy, so don't blink. And let's do this. So, oh, I'm not doing that. Not doing that either. No. Sorry, switch it off and on again. Jane, they should be here Monday or Tuesday. So you haven't even seen the quilt yet. You might not want to make it. Let's pop that there. And just sew down the centre of the zip tape. And then pop that on there. Deirdre, you can buy them on my website. The books are all on the website. If we don't have them in stock, then try Amazon, Crate and Craft, Search Press, Waterstones, any good bookstore. And so again down the centre of the zip tape. Open that up. And then we're going to put the lining on the opposite side of the zip and match up the edges of the fabric. So we've got that, and then that goes on the opposite side. And I like to sew from the same side I've just sewn so I can see where I'm stitching, and I'm going to go straight over that same line on there. And then let's open this out. And I'm just going to top stitch along each side of the zip. So needle back to the central position and pull that away from the zip. So it's like that. Same on this side, keeping it nice and flat. You could press that first if you wish. And then we'll snip off the end of the zip, open that zip, snip off that end, and then I'm just going to sew the two ends together just to make it easier when we do the next section. Then we'll fold these over with the zip open. So we've got the outsides right side together, the lining right side together, and where the zip is in the centre there, we're going to push that towards the lining side as we sew and leave a turning gap. Now you could add, if you wanted to, a little ribbon loop to one side maybe. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll show you that in a sec.
I've seen it.
So push the zip lining side in, and there's going to be my turning gap, and it's a little gap. That turning gap might become a little bigger when I start turning it. That was a very small turning gap. Right, straight across the bottom. Have I run out of thread again? Oh no. Why are you not sewing? Oh, we are. To double check then. And again, push that towards the lining side. And keep the zip nice and flat. And go all the way around. And across the bottom. And snip off the corners. This is why we left the zip open. So now we can turn the whole thing the right side out. Oh, that wasn't too bad. And push out the corners at the bottom of the outer bag. So I use my tweezers again for that. And the same on that side. Out you come. Where have you gone? There you are. There There you go, get out there. And then I'll have that little turning gap to close, so just turn the edges of that over, and so how quick this is to make as well. And then push the lining inside the bag, push out the little corners. The lining goes right down to the bottom. And they are handy, aren't they, Laura? Because you can keep anything from your clips, your loose change in there. So sewing bits and bobs, purse for school lunches maybe. Big enough to fit a credit card in, or store cards and that kind of thing. I didn't box the base on it because the image is a little bit too close to the bottom, but I don't think that's necessary really. And then one final thing I would do is maybe put something like this, or a ribbon, or something just through the end of the zip pull. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, go on. That's going, it's going. Oh, yes. Yeah, so I can hang keys on there as well. In fact, you can put your keys on there and then put those inside for safekeeping as well if you wanted to. So just another little idea. Anyway, shall we have a look at this quilt? I'm not supposed to show you this till next week, really. You ready? And that's it. I can't show the whole length all in one go, so I'm going to kind of move it up and down like I'm scrolling with the camera. So it is a block of the month, so they're not particularly square blocks. So you'll find like the bunting is a block, and the sun is a block, and the beach huts are a block. You've got the lighthouse there. The waves will be one block. And then at the bottom you've got a boat block, a seaweed block, fish block, another boat block, and then blocks across the bottom as well. I think it's absolutely stunning. And this is all the credit due to my friend Melissa. And I think it's, I don't know, I say this I think it's the best one yet. But what I love about what she does is how everything is so different. I haven't got last year's with me, actually. But every year she brings something different. So let me show you a little bit closer up. I'm sorry Melissa, if you're watching it. I should have pressed it first. It was being photographed yesterday for the Half Yard Club website, so that's how new it is. So it did get a bit folded up. So you've got we've got different techniques in here as well. And the lighthouse look, little birds. This is all applique. This is clamshells. So you've got some English paper piecing there as well. So that section's hand sewn. So you can't see too well there, but that's your clamshell shape there. And then there's your waves and the boats at the bottom, and then the border around the bottom as well. It's fantastic, isn't it? Yes, she is very talented. I know Sarah. She's done an amazing job with this one. I love it. And again, everything she does, they're just all so different. Now we will be doing kits. I'll try and get them on pre-order as soon as I can. I haven't actually got a kit to show you at the moment because they're still being cut. We don't do the cutting for those. So they're being done at the moment, but hopefully we should have the first ones here by Monday. So I'll try and get them on the website then, and then everything doesn't arrive all in one go because we haven't got enough room for everything. So the first pallets will arrive on Monday morning. We'll get those on the website. I haven't worked out price yet. I don't know how much they're going to be. You will need your own backing fabric, wadding and binding, and what isn't included is the black fabric for the birds. So that's scraps of black fabric. You don't need very much for that. And won't be included is the the rope for the anchor for this one. So that is the 1/8 of an inch piping cord that's been used there. So order yourself 1/2 metre of that and just have a rummage through your stash and see if you've got any dark grey or black for the seagulls. And I shall let you know when the kit goes live on the website how much extra. Melissa's used 3 fabrics for the back, look, rather than 1 big piece. So you don't have to do that. You can use a 1 piece of fabric or 3 or whatever you like on the back. But your kit is just going to be for the top. So you'll need your own binding, your own wadding and your own backing. I don't know sizes at the moment. I'll put those on the website when the kits go live because I need to double check back through the instructions and see how much of everything that you need. Do you show Sue's? So I didn't see that question about showing Sue's. Showing Sue's sewing shoes. It looks nice, doesn't it, Biz? Yeah. She's full of great ideas. So obviously she's got some fabric left over from the front and just join them together to make the back like that. So yes, that's for next year. But don't tell anybody at Search Press that I've shown you that, okay? Because it's not out yet. It's not out yet. No, it's not a quilt as you go, Linda. Not this time. All right, Leanna, thank you. I should tell her that, Andrea. Melissa will appreciate that. Andrea says we always want them without even seeing them. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely, isn't it, Deirdre? So it's not a quilt as you go, but it's not huge. So you should be able to fit this under, you know, your average domestic sewing machine. Okay, then right, need to get off. So if you are around tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock or 12 o'clock and you wanted to pop over to Create and Craft and watch the show live there, it would be nice to have your company. Remember, those panels are available on Create and Craft as we speak. If you wanted to order now, make sure you get one. And otherwise, if you just wanted to come along and do that and just watch the show, then it'd be nice to have your company anyway. It is Robbie, isn't it? It is stunning. Okay, so I shall see you again tomorrow, and if you don't make it then I shall be back on Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Hope you've enjoyed today. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.